One of the coolest houses that I have seen in the South Tulsa area in a good while. This one is absolutely fabulous. You're in for quite the treat today. If you love modern, stick around. This is the home for you. Now, it's currently offered $1.3 million at the time of this video. We're kind of up on a hill. The view even gets better once we get upstairs. 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage. Really cool pool in the back. So let's get this video started. You are gonna love this house. So in that typical minimalist modern fashion, we have a very clean front. I like the rocks. I'm not a big gardening person, so I personally love this. I'd probably put some fountains in there or something at some point. This goes around to the back, but I don't want to give you that sneak peek yet. You got to stick around and see the rest. What's up, Sean? Oh, thanks. That was perfect. So we have a nice floating staircase right in the front. Kitchen, dining, all of that. But we're gonna go this way really quick and check out the primary. So right here, this is just coat closet right off the front. And we'll head over here. This is a bedroom, but they have it staged as an office. Nice closet space. And then a lot of windows in here. It's kind of like a volleyball slash, I think they play soccer out there. But anyway, here is that full bath. You have a towel warmer, tiled all the way to the top. Really cool toilets with the modern flushers there. And then all the cabinets, you can't really see it here, but these are shiny. They're acrylic, really cool acrylic fronts. They're by Epic Cabinets, I believe. But we'll head over in here. Here is a cedar closet. I think it's, well, that's particle board. Well, particle board has cedar in it. Am I crazy? Anyway, here is that primary. Love all the light, natural light in here. Now that patio door obviously goes out to the pool there, but I think it'd be really cool, and I can kind of point it out more later, if this was all kind of screened in as a private patio for the primary would be really cool. That's probably what I would do. But really nice sized closet here. And wait till you see the bathroom. And also I should point out, they do have nice shades that cover this whole window, and obviously shades over there too for privacy. But not really like anybody can see you though. So you can see the roof of the neighbor's house, and the rest of it's all trees. So super private. Really cool floors with these kind of almost mosaic kind. Let me get a little closer so you can see that. How cool is that? Absolutely gorgeous. The sellers are European. She was from like Hungary and he was from Honduras, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I love the teak style flooring there for the shower, kind of a garden tub. Really cool. Toilet on the end, and obviously the towel warmer. And then you do have the window for some natural light. We'll head back around here. Now, the seller was an engineer, so this house is built extremely well. You have a half bath right here, which goes out to the pool, which is super convenient. And check it out. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the high ceilings. You have all of those recessed lighting, more natural light right there. But let's step outside here to the pool really quick. So this is really cool. I can't move them myself, but I moved them earlier with a friend. But these slide, and those are your pool covers. There's one on each side, but you can obviously stand on them so you can set up your patio furniture and move it without having to take it down. So it's a very cool multi-use pool cover that doesn't sacrifice entertainment space. So I'll go over there in a second, but they have really cool phantom shades that come down. But this is the backyard. If you aren't into mowing, this is a great house for you, because obviously you have all the stone here. Here's the dirt area. which I think they were going to plant something here, but if you wanted to leave it and do like a mini volleyball court or something, you could. Now you do have some landscaping you're going to have to take care of out there, but your main entertaining space is pretty much maintenance free as far as yard work goes. But obviously you have a retaining wall holding this back, and that's really the only neighbor with the exception of that one that can see in your yard, but these guys really can't because of how low the house is. So it's honestly super private, and we're like in the thick of it in Tulsa, in South Tulsa, and very minimal noise. We're gonna go up there in a minute. The view is absolutely stunning, and you also have access to all of this roof space that you could entertain on as well, which is really cool, but I'll show you that, like I said, in a minute. If you walk around the side, that just gives you access to the garage, which I can mosey over there because I didn't really get to show you that at the beginning. Lots of parking space though, if you are an entertainer. So you have a 2-car garage, which I'll show you in a minute, but you have another 2-bay that's covered. And then you have all of this parking space. I mean, someone can park here. So you got 1, 2, 3 cars across, 2 cars right there, 2 cars inside the garage, and inside the gate, you could probably park at least another 4 cars. So lots of entertaining space, which is pretty cool. A lot of people in South Tulsa do entertain, so I think it's good that the sellers made sure to have ample parking space. I actually don't know what's over here. I didn't see this gate until now. They're just storing landscaping materials. So that's pretty clever, actually. Okay, look at all these windows. That's probably my favorite part. So let me head back around, check out the other side of the house, the kitchen and the patio space right here. But these shades are really cool, retractable. So there's one here, the other 2 are up. This one's just down to show you kind of how it works. But you really need that in Oklahoma. We have a lot of bugs here, but they're all hidden up inside. But great patio space. Let me back up here. Absolutely massive. So let's head back on in. We'll check out the kitchen area and the dining room. What do you think, Jasmine?
I love it.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe my husband will like it.
I like the high ceilings, and the natural light is probably my favorite. But I really like that it's so private because their house is so low they can't see you. So.
But then you also got the upstairs part.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go up there.
You didn't go there?
I pointed it out and then I forgot. Okay, we'll head up there and then we'll check out the kitchen and the rest of the bedrooms. So up here is kind of like there's the patio, but there's also kind of like a sunroom, or what you could do like a reading room. See you later. So obviously loads of natural light, great views in here. But if we step out here, there's an amazing breeze that comes right through here, which is awesome. Look at this view. Pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. The listing agent, my friend Rhonda, she said that in the winter, which we're almost to winter, of course, all the leaves are gone. She said you can see all the way to downtown. I'm like, that's pretty fantastic. So I don't want to go up there because it's hard to film and walk, and it's also kind of hot. But obviously you have all this roof space for entertaining. You can, do with it what you will, but you have all of that over there. And you also have right here, and you have the ladder down, and you have all of this as well, and another one over there. So it's quite something. I think that's pretty cool. It is, just so I don't misquote here, neoprene, that's the word I was looking for. is the roof material. So anyway, pretty cool, pretty cool. Now I realize you probably aren't going to entertain up there, but if it was me, I would. But that's just me. So let's head back down and we'll check out the kitchen. Really quick, if you're new here, my name is Ryan Hensley and I run the Top Hat Connections real estate team serving Tulsa and the surrounding communities. So if you like home tours like this, as well as local lifestyle content in the greater Tulsa area, you should probably like and subscribe for more. But with that, let's continue this home tour. So over here we've got, don't mind me, just continue. Loads of kitchen space. You have dual sinks. So you have like a prep sink over here and then your main sink looking out to the pool, which is great. Those same tiles that you saw in the bathroom. And you have these acrylic fronts that we had in the other bathroom. And you have a really cool backsplash here. Even has little animals worked into the design, which I think is pretty cool. And you have the waterfall edge here, and then you also have room for the bar stool, so it doesn't get much better than that. Over here you have a butler pantry. Again, makes this house great for entertaining. And an absolutely massive utility room as well. You have a sink in here too, and I thought this was pretty cool. I pointed these out in a reel earlier, but like, what a fun design that really matches the house. So props to the seller for that. But let's head over here. I'll show you the garage from the inside. So epoxy floor in here, but like I mentioned outside, it is a 2-car, which is pretty great. This is just your utility closet. You do have water out here if you're one to work in your garage, and you do have an exterior access door as well. And on the other side, we've got kind of a second living. Equally nice. I love the white. Honestly, the molding is more of a Western style or like Southern style, but because the house is so clean, I like that it's not really intricate molding because it would kind of look funny. But there's that patio that you saw earlier. Here is another one of the bedrooms. Nice with lots of natural light. Closet space. Private bathroom, which is really cool. And what makes this house great though is with the exception of the patio balcony, everything else is on one floor pretty much. There are some stairs though, so it's not necessarily it's not wheelchair accessible or walker, but I mean, you could live here a long time without having to move. And honestly, you could add a ramp pretty easy if you wanted this to be your forever home. Honestly, you probably put in an elevator pretty easy too to still access the upstairs areas, but really great space. But if you'd like more information about this house, that about wraps it up. So I'll put all the information in the description, links to all the photos, all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you're thinking of making a move to the Tulsa area, you should definitely reach out to me. I would be happy to help you. If you're interested in this home, reach out to me. I've got all the feature sheets right here and all the details, but I think it's a pretty cool house. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next video.